um, wait, I'm sorry.
Yep.
My connect is not very good.
It's all right.
I choose this IELTS course because biology is now very important academics or course or is a topics for all time, and I want to know about a new news about biology or to chemistry for the future. And I know to English is very in right time very important for to my future because I want to magister or PhD for my future, and I want to learning. That's all.
Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, you mentioned that you teach biology and chemistry at your school, right?
Yes.
Okay, those are quite challenging subjects. You should definitely be proud of it. So what do you think is the most difficult thing in chemistry or biology?
I think in chemistry is very difficult is maybe know about reaction because it's one of the because it's in the first time you when you I'm sorry because when you start to read or write in chemistry, you want to know about the reaction of the others elements, and it's in the it's general of for the this for this, and I know it's maybe if now how to do this reaction for the in English it's very good, and biology I think it's very difficult. It's anatomy because know about muscles or bones very difficult.
Okay, understood. Well, yeah, you can definitely be proud of knowing those subjects, right? I mean,
Yes.
yeah, it's quite difficult and rare that people are confident in those complex disciplines. Moving on, Ainura, would you like to share your story with us?
Good evening, Magran. Good evening, all. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. To tell the truth, you asked me, can you? I cannot because I don't know what I can consider like academic achievement. First of all, because I graduated university and school over 10 years ago, and for now I'm working in oil and gas sphere, and I'm very glad to hear the previous speakers here, biology and chemistry and such kind of spheres, girls developing. But as for me, I can only say that I'm using English in my everyday working day in my current company. And for now, I just joined to this IELTS preparations with Magran's method, yeah, and I liked it very much. Thank you. I'm in demo version, yeah. I have tried this during today, and what else? That's it. I don't know what I can consider like academic achievement. It's dissertation or something like that.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it could definitely be a dissertation, but it could also be a course that you've completed, or it could be, yeah.
Well, we're completing lots of courses at work. For example, like a human rights in this sphere, and also every month we are passing different kinds of courses regarding our procedure, like a business ethic and how should we behave in our company, for example. And as for, by the way, recently we passed the course. It's a program Da Vinci. We're learning it currently even. And also, by the way, all this program in English. And to understand even this program, I badly need English to improve listening, writing, everything. That's
All
it.
right. All right. We hope you'll find what you're looking for in our course. And yeah, I'm really, really happy to hear that you enjoyed our demo course. I hope the extended version of the course would be would be of the same quality. Does anyone else want to share their educational achievement? Just anything you guys are proud of? Well, all right. If you guys are too shy today, we'll move on. Was there a volunteer? I think I've seen someone turn the microphone on. If you want, you can do that now. Oh, okay. If not, yeah, we'll have more chances over our course. So speaking of our educational achievement, I'm speaking on behalf of Dixie School. I think we cannot call it an achievement yet because it is an ongoing process. So we never stop, we always work. But I think this marathon, the course you joined, is both our achievement, something we're proud of, but also something that is still being developed for several reasons. So this course is our dream and at the same time our achievement because we are aiming to create an intensive course with loads of practice. And this is what you guys are going to enjoy over the upcoming 8 weeks. For your experience, for your progress, we've recorded about 27 lectures. We have prepared some practice assignments, Quizlet flashcards. Have some of you already seen the Quizlet flashcards on the platform, the links to Quizlet?
Yes, we did. I did.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Great. By the end of each week, you will be assigned to complete a practice test. So for the duration of this course, we have 8 practice tests. Listening and reading is taken via the platform IELTS online tests, and writing and speaking are checked through our platform. We, besides IELTS related content, we also assign you with daily readings and listening assignments, so mostly podcasts and some interesting articles, because we utterly believe in the idea that if you want to improve your English for IELTS, your preparation must not be centered only around practice tests and IELTS exercises. You must definitely have loads of real world practice, because it makes it more interesting and real life like, but B, you also get exposed to more interesting content, new words, new ideas that would definitely enrich your vocabulary and your idea bank, which you will definitely need for writing. Also, another aspiration of ours we're proud of is helping our students achieve their target score. Exactly for that purpose, we have added 2 lectures on goal setting, on learning to learn. Those lectures were recorded in Russian, and those are the only lectures you will see in Russian for our course. We have done that to avoid any misunderstandings and to achieve maximum clarity, because those lectures are related to the way you learn and the way you will absorb the information during this course. And we also provide you with the student support. I myself am there and available most of the time from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. to answer your questions on Discord. So all of you, regardless of your package, have an access to me as a training resource. You can ask any questions you have, and I'll be happy to answer. And finally, our goal and the thing we hope we can be proud of sometime, maybe now, maybe not now, but to make history. We want to introduce an approach to teaching IELTS and preparing for IELTS that we haven't seen before. So few things that I want you to be aware of. So first of all, have all of you seen the course map? I think it's on Thinkific already, early in the course, on day 1 or day 2. Have you seen it before? The course map.
Yes.
It's a link to Google Sheets. Okay, wonderful, Aidana. It's a link to Google Sheets with the description of all course elements, course items there. So definitely have a look at that so you have a better idea of what's coming next. Another suggestion of ours is you should log into Thinkific daily. That's our recommendation. Don't wait for the weekend to start, okay? Even if you do some small tasks, like spending 15 minutes a day on the platform, prioritize your consistency, all right? That would definitely help you in the long run. For assignments, remember that usually you have 3 days to complete and you get feedback in 2 to 3 days. Okay, I know this number is very specific here, but yeah, please allow for some delays because usually in the beginning of a course, we have many assignments to check, and that's why it may take a bit longer than 48 hours to provide you with feedback, but we'll definitely get your feedback delivered to you as soon as possible. For upgrade participants, we have 6 of them this season. They will run on Monday and Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And now, my friends, speaking of the upgrade groups, let me introduce Miss Fatima Karnakova. She is an IELTS teacher at Dixie School. She is currently studying in Hungary as she's a recipient of the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship. She's originally from Kazakhstan and her own IELTS score is 7.5. Fatima has been working at Dixie School for more than 2 years. And during that time, she has trained many students, the scores of whom range from 6.5 up to 7.5. And yeah, I'm happy to have Fatima on board in our team because she will be great as a teacher for the upgrade group. Why don't we give the mic to Fatima so that she can tell us more.
Hello, everyone.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm sorry for my background noise. I just went out from my classes. So, my name is Fatima. Currently, I'm studying in Budapest in Hungary. I'm a third-year student in Eötvös University. My major is international relations. So, I'm happy, guys, to help you with your speaking. So, if you will have any questions, feel free to ask me.
All right, thank you very much, Fatima. We will add you on Discord, and if upgrade students or maybe classic package students as well have questions, you can definitely address them on Discord. All right. So finally, speaking of practice tests, although you can complete them anytime, our recommended time is to take them on Saturdays in one sitting. So the recommended time is to start at 12 p.m. and to complete it by 4 p.m. When we say in one sitting, what we mean is you shouldn't split them into different parts. You shouldn't complete reading on one day and speaking on another day. It is better to take everything on the same day as it will prepare you for the real IELTS examination. So returning to the feedback, for writing and speaking, our course will use the help of 2 writing and speaking fellows. Those are specially assigned Dixie School teachers that will work on checking your assignments. All right, so one of them is Miss Arina Yegorova. She is an IELTS teacher with an experience of 1 year. Her own IELTS score is 7.0, which she recently took, and she has been previously providing marathon participants with the feedback on their home assignments. Another teacher, another writing and speaking fellow, is Miss Tamila Kwanasheva. She is a student at Nazarbayev University in Kazakhstan. Her IELTS score is 8.0, and she's been working as an IELTS teacher and as a writing and speaking fellow for more than a year. And I'm sure that those two ladies will provide you with excellent and detailed feedback, which would definitely help you improve. All right. And now that we've introduced all the key course staff members, let me share with you one tip that is going to help you succeed in this marathon. That tip is called 25-minute rule. So the rule says spend at least 25 minutes a day studying. Okay, you can study more than that, but don't go less than that. And there are several reasons for how we came up with this rule. Doing an online course is not easy, all right? A lot depends on you. A lot depends on your responsibility. And the tricky thing is that the more you delay, the scarier it gets, okay? So if you keep delaying the course completion, the work will just pile up and it would all look extremely difficult, challenging, and you have a risk of not starting it at all. But with this one rule, if you study for 25 minutes a day, regardless of how you spend it, okay? So we don't ask you to be extra successful doing this 25 minutes. You may even start writing an essay and not finish it, okay? But still, you are making progress inevitably by putting in the hours, by putting in the work and just clocking it. You are making progress. And that's what I want you guys to be focused on. Not your achievements, but the fact that you're moving forward. If you embrace this rule, and if you really deploy the 25-minute rule in practice, you will realize how easy it would be for you to deal with the coursework, because it is going to turn into your habit. Moreover, just simply the fact that you don't need to always have 2 hours. You can only spend 25 minutes a day, makes it mentally easier, you know? For example, when people just task themselves with studying 2 hours or 4 hours every day, it's so easy to escape that, you know? For example, you can have an important meeting that day, or a family gathering, or a friend of yours might ask you out, right? Or a million other things. So it's easy to escape huge tasks. But 25 minutes isn't scary. I think each of us has 25 minutes for themselves, right? Especially for a thing like higher education, which I think motivates all of you to take IELTS. Therefore, take it easy, okay? You can study more than 25 minutes, but don't study less than 25 minutes a day, and you'll be fine. You will complete this course, okay? So finally, before we conclude our community meeting and proceed to answering your questions, let me remind you of the few important dates. So the first important date you need to keep in mind, if you have a work table, a work desk where you can stick papers, where you can stick notes, just put that note with the deadline, December 11th. December 11th is the day when our course finishes, okay? On that day would be the last one when we can provide you with feedback. After December 11th, you will not be provided with feedback on your assignments. So use your 8 weeks wisely, okay? Make sure you can complete as many assignments as you can so that you know all your weaknesses and ways to improve. Another thing you might also want to keep in mind is that you will be given access to the platform for 6 months. Well, that's a lot of time. And the good thing about it is that it gives you a lot of flexibility, right? If you haven't decided when you're taking IELTS, you can have the materials, the preparation materials at hand, and that's very convenient. However, what I recommend you to do is I really recommend all marathon participants to sign up for IELTS as soon as possible, as soon as you can. And what I would do if I would participate in this marathon myself, I would probably set the IELTS date for somewhere in the 2 weeks after this marathon ends. So somewhere in December, right? Before the New Year's. The reason for my choice is that your knowledge in December would be fresh, okay? You would have all the vocabulary sets, all the readings and listenings in mind. Your skills would be at their peak, and that would probably be the best time to take IELTS. But there is another reason as well. When you have an exact, concrete date in mind when the time will run out, your learning and your attitude toward the course would be so much better, so much more serious, you know? When I knew, for example, when I was taking my first IELTS, that was, about 10 years ago, actually, 9.5 years ago, I signed up for my IELTS before I signed up for the preparation course. And every day of that course really mattered to me because the clock was ticking, you know? Each day the exam date gets closer, and I understood that I have less and less time to prepare, and every day counts. That made my preparation more serious, and yeah, I hope it can do the same for you. But again, no pressure. You might have different plans than I suggested, but if your schedule allows that, yeah, I would recommend you to consider that. All righty, friends. Thank you very much for listening for the official part. Now, does anybody have questions? We'll be happy to answer.
No, I don't have a question.
Okay, wonderful. What about the rest of you? Okay, then. Looks like most of the stuff that we covered was clear. I hope it was. If you have any questions relating to what I said today or other parts of the course, don't hesitate to ask on Discord, all right? The working hours for Discord are 9 a.m., 9 p.m., okay? So make sure you can send your message in that window. If you send it later than that or earlier than that, we'll address it the next day, okay? So I hope that's fine by you. And yeah, thank you very much for joining the meeting, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye.